Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and love and respect to the other religious students. I am Abdul Qayyum, lecturer of English, Paspit Degree College. I am now here to take your English paper 1. You know well, our online live class is already has started because in our country academic classes attending in the campus is not going on. So our government has taken a good initiative to continue the classes on online. As a part of it, I am going to deliver my lecture here. I will discuss today English paper 1, your syllabus. Before going to learn any subject, you must have a good idea about your syllabuses. If you don't have a good concept about it, most of the time you will not give the correct answer in your examination script. So at first it is very essential to learn about the syllabus. English paper 1, you know well, it's 100 marks on this part and 3 hours time. 3 hours time, you know well. There in English paper 1 is divided into 2 parts. Part A, reading. Part A, reading. Marks contains 60. Reading, part A, part 1, not A, sorry. Part 1, reading, containing marks 60. And part B, though I will discuss it later, Part 2, writing. Part 2, writing, containing marks 40. 60 plus 40 is equal to 100. You will get. Now I am going to give you some idea about different questions in brief. Though it's not possible to discuss elaborately all the questions here, now I give you the idea, almost all the questions in brief. Question number 1, you will get a textual passage. You know well, English for today is a text by NCTE. It is fixed for you, English for today, and from this text you will get a passage here. At first, you will get a passage here. This is called scene. You may take it as a scene passage. Passage from your text. Question number 1. It is divided into A and B. A and B. Question number 1 has 2 number A and B. A, you know well, MCQ. This is very familiar words and question to you of nowadays students. MCQ, multiple choice question. Number B, short question. Short question. Marks distribution 1 into 5 is equal to 5. Short question 2 into 5 is equal to 10. MCQ, you know, MCQ, there will be 5 questions, A, B, C, D, E, 5 questions. Each question contain 1 marks. You know well, MCQ, every MCQ questions contains some alternative answer. Only one is right and others are wrong. You must select the right answer. What? Every MCQ question contain 4 answers. You will select 1 out of 4. and mention the right answer in your examination script. And both these two questions, of course, based on the given first passage, 15 marks, 5 and 10, 15 marks, you will get the answer of 15 marks, question number 1A and 1B from passage 1. This is MCQ question, and you must have a good idea about the vocabularies, and you have a good idea about the almost all the passages in your books. You should have a good idea. If you have a good idea, then you will give the answer right. Otherwise, you will put it wrong. Now I am going to question number B, short question. Short question means there will be, of course, A, B, C, D, E, 5 questions of short questions, and how you will write the answer. All of these questions answer are provided in this passage, totally based on this passage. Sometimes the examination question setters select some question 1 or 2 out of 5 to test your comprehensive power, whether you understand the passage or not. So you should read the passage very attentively in your examination hall, and then try to find out the answer. 5, you will in your examination script, you will write only the answer, not never the question, no necessary. And as each question contains 2 marks, so your answer should not be very large. It will be maybe with 1 sentence or 2 sentences, at best 3 sentences, not more than that. This is first passage. Now I am going to the question number 2. There will be also a passage from the text. There will be also a passage from the text. This is second passage for you. And question number 2. This question is asked to write you as information transferred or flow chart. I want to say information transfer. This type of question you have already got in your previous classes, information transfer. There will be a table, and the table is arranged with some column, and each column, every columns is not the answer is not given in every columns. The columns, some columns are provided with some point and some are not. There will be some gaps. Your duty is to mention the right answer in the gaps based on the given passage 2. Gaps on based on the given passage 2. This is information transfer. You may take it as a table writing. Table writing. You have a good idea about, you know it as a table writing. Now, there is an alternative question. You will get either it or this. Not, and marks distribution is 2 into 5 is equal to 10. That means flowcharts marks distribution is 2 into 5 is equal to 10, but if information transfer 1 into 10 is equal to 10. Though in the previous years the question of the boards we have marked most of the time, the board's authority of the question setters avoided this question and they always select it, most of the time select flowchart. What is flowchart? Flowchart means a chart, the question will be given chart. There will be 6 boxes in this way, 6 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this way, there will be 6 boxes. Six boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These boxes, the point of these boxes is provided by the question setters, but other 5 boxes are in the blank form. Your duty is to write, to fill up these other 5 boxes, taking the answer from the passage, and based on the topic. This question will be given as a topic, and you have a chance to get idea about this sample. This sample is given. The question setter will give you the answer question in the box 1, but your duty is to write other five answers, and if your answer should be written in the form of words or phrases, then we'll elaborately discuss this point. It is not possible to discuss elaborately here. I give you some idea, a minor idea, some idea about this syllabus, as I am discussing about syllabus. Now I am going to question number 3. Question number 3, it's a summary. This is also, you will get a passage here, passage number 3. Mind it, passage 1, passage 2, passage 3. Serially, is passage, some question are given to give answer based on the passage. Sometimes students do some wrong selecting passages from one passage to another. They do some mistakes. Be remember, first passage contain 2 questions, second passage only 2 questions. Now I am going to third passage. There will be also a passage from your textbook, and you are asked to write the summary of the passage. Summary, you have a good idea about summary from the very previous classes of your secondary level. Summary, what does summary mean? Summary means short central views of a passage. A passage is given here. You read this passage very attentively and try to find out the central views of the passage in short form, not the space of the passage of your summary will like the given passage. It may be you can take 1/3 of the given passage. If your passage contains 150 words, your summary may be written within 50 words. This is the common formula, but not the formula is right that summary. Sometimes students are taught to write the summary. You will take first sentences, then some sentences from the middle, and then some sentences that are from the last line, and then it will be a summary. This is very easy way to give the answer. Never it is correct. It's a wrong formula. You will never do it. Summary means the central views. You will write the summary, read the passage very carefully, try to find out the central views and what about the passage is written, and then try to write taking help from the passage, but in your own sentences. If your sentences will be very significant, you will get marks. Marks distribution is 10 here. Question number 3. Now I am going to question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4. Fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps with clues. Marks distribution half into 10 is equal to 5. Fill in the gaps with clues. With clues means there will be a passage. This passage, it is not sure you will get it from the textbook or not. It can be given from the text or outside the text, but related to your contextual passage. Fill in the gaps. There will be some words provided in the box. The words, number of words are maybe 12 or 14, but this passage contain 10 gaps, A to J, 10 gaps, and each you will put the words, and the words are taken from the boxes. If necessary, the words should be changed. If grammatically it is changed, this is fill in the gaps with clues. The words are provided in the box, and there will be a passage. You will put the word from the boxes and put it in the gaps. Right, the answer. Now I am going to question number 5. Fill in the gaps. This is with clues and this is without clues. You know it. Without clues. Without clues means marks distribution. Now marks distribution 1 into 10 is equal to 10. Here is 5, there is 10. There will also be a passage. This passage contain 10 gaps. Each gaps requires one word. As it is without clues, so you collect these words from your memory. You will write the answer from your memory in the correct form. If it is relevant and meaningful, you will get marks, and otherwise you will, if you wrongly put it, you will not get marks. So question number 5 is without clues. Here is also a passage, there is also a passage. These passages are not selected from the text. Sometimes maybe you can get from text. Now I am going to question number 6. This is a rearrange of sentence. Rearranges of sentences. You know well, this is very common question, very familiar question to you. Rearrange of sentences. Marks distribution 10. There will be a paragraph about an event or about a historical person, or maybe taken from the passage from your textbook. The 10 sentences will be written here in disorder. Your duty is to arrange the sentence. Writing answer, the process of writing answer is only you will mention a gap, a chart. Only you will arrange the number of the sentences. Not it is mandatory to mention the passages. This is essential to arrange the number of the sentences 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or A, B, C, D. If I is at first, then B, then C, then A, your answer will be arranged. Now I am giving to a model. You will divide it into 10 parts. The upper parts will a serial, chronological serial, then this is your answer. The lower part is your answer. In this way you will write this rearranging of sentences, and now we will be going to finish the part 1. Then part 2. We have already finished reading parts. Now we are going to writing parts. These parts contain question number 7. Question number 7, 8, 9 and 10. Question number 7, 8, 9 and 10. In brief, I give you the idea. Part 2, question number 7, paragraph writing. Question number 8. Question number 8, completing of a story. Question number 8, email or formal letter. 10, graphs or charts. 11, theme writing. All of these questions are well known to you in the previous classes. Paragraph is written about based on a topic. there will be some question. Your paragraph should be written based on the question that marks distribution is 10 here, completing story is 7, email is 5, and graphs is 10, and theme writing is 8. So we will get here 40. Only new point here, theme writing. This is a new item, so I want to give you some idea this about theme. There will be also a poem or poetry. Most of the time you will get poem from your text. You are asked to write the theme. What does theme mean? Theme is the main idea of a summary, of a passage or poem. If it is a poem, you will have a good idea about the meaning of the poems. What does the poet want to develop, the central views, the main idea, and it will be written in the short form, not in long form, short form. It is given as a poem, but your theme should be written in as a para. You will try to find out what does the poem want to mean here, and you will, if you are able to develop it, you will get marks from it. This is the final question, and now I am going to finish my classes. Of course, you are able to understand my classes and get an idea about almost all the questions of 100 marks. Now I am going to finish my classes. In my next class, inshallah, I will take either part 1 or part 2 in any topic. We should be best of luck. We should keep safe and sound at your home, maintaining all physical rules during Corona period. Assalamu alaikum. Best of luck.